Hi, this is Munson with Munson Music, and we're going to talk about how you can play a song called Light Me Up by Hunter Hayes. And we're going to start with our intro actually on a G major chord. When we play G major, first finger is going to go to the A string on the second fret, the second finger is going to go to the low E on the third fret, and the third finger is going to go to the high E on the third fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds a G major chord, and it sounds really, really happy. And then from the G major on our intro, we're going to go to a B minor chord. When we play B minor, the first finger is going to go across the entire second fret, second finger on the B string on the third fret, third finger on the D on the fourth fret, and the pinky on the G string on the fourth fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds a B minor chord, and it sounds really, really sad. Now, if you're just starting out or you just want to avoid the bar chords, there are a couple other options you could use for the B minor. Or you could go with kind of take the bar chord and make smaller versions of that chord. So you could take first finger and go to the high E on the second fret, second finger on the B string on the third fret, and third finger on the G string on the fourth fret. And if you strum just the D, G, B, and E, actually, that's another way you can play B minor. If you're a little bit more adventurous, you could take the third finger and go to the D string on the fourth fret, pinky on the G string on the fourth fret, and that's another way you can play B minor. Another substitute for that would be something called B minor 7. And when we play B minor 7, first finger goes to the A on the second fret, second finger on the G on the second fret, and the third finger on the high E string on the second fret. If you strum all those together, the A string to the high E string actually gives you a clear sound. It's called a B minor 7, so you want to kind of consider those too. And then from the B minor, we're going to go to an A major chord. When we play A major, first finger goes to the D on the second fret, second finger on the G string on the second fret, and the third finger on the B string on the second fret. So it's a big party on the second fret. And that's called A major, and it sounds really, really happy. And then from the A major, we're going to be going to an F sharp minor. And when we play F sharp minor, first finger is going to go across the entire second fret, third finger is going to go to the A on the fourth fret, and the pinky is going to go to the D string on the fourth fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds an F sharp minor chord, and it sounds really, really sad. And with the F sharp minor, if you're kind of new to bar chords, you could even take just kind of the smaller couples, like the E and the B on the second fret, or the top three strings on the second fret, and kind of make a smaller bar out of that if you want to kind of work it that way. Now the F sharp minor though actually could get supported too by a D major chord through the tune. So if you wanted to substitute in a D for the F sharp minor, you could too. And the way you play D major, first finger goes to the G string on the second fret, second finger goes to the high E on the second fret, and the third finger goes to the B string on the third fret. And you kind of strum just the D, G, B, and E, and then that sounds a D major chord, which you could kind of use for that F sharp minor. Another possibility actually is because of that F sharp in the bass, actually you could use something called D slash F sharp. And the way you play D slash F sharp, actually there's a couple ways you could do it. You could do first finger on the low E second fret, second finger on the G string second fret, third finger on the high E on the second fret, and the pinky on the B string on the third fret. If you strum all those together, then that sounds a D slash F sharp, so you may want to kind of use that for that F sharp minor chord. Or you could kind of play that with kind of doing the regular D major and taking your thumb and going over the low E string on the second fret. That's another way you could kind of play that. Or you could use something called D sus slash F sharp, where you do first finger on the low E string second, second finger on the G string second, third finger on the B string third, and the pinky on the high E third. And that's something called D sus slash F sharp. And actually, if you're digging on that voicing, actually, kind of with the 3 and the 4 on the top, for the G major, you may want to kind of consider another G major where you do first finger on the A string second, second finger on the low E string third, third finger stays on the B string third, pinky on the high E third. So you can use that for your G major. Another B minor option would be doing first finger on the A string second, same place you use for G. Doing second finger on the G string second, and then leaving the third finger on the B string third, pinky on the high E string third. Kind of working the A string to the high E for that. Another way you can play B minor. Instead of the A, you could use something called A7 sus, and actually we'll talk about that. There's this cool little sus lick actually later on. But you do first finger on the D string second, second finger on the G string second, leave the third finger on the B string third, pinky on the high E string on the third. So you may want to kind of play around with that too. That could kind of work for it. And then you can kind of leave 3 and 4 through that whole first phrase. You'd have the G major with the 4 fingers, B minor 7, and then the A7 sus, and then F sharp or F D sus slash F sharp. So it might be kind of a cool way to do it too. But a lot of times with a song like this, actually, to make it more interesting and kind of support my voice, I like using something called a strum pattern. Now the one that the recording kind of sounds like, and this is really cool because Hunter's kind of doing this 3 + 3 + 2 thing. So it's almost like if you took the G and kind of thought just downstrokes, like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, down, 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 down. So it's like you're doing an 8, but you're feeling it as 3 plus 3 plus 2. So if we tried it that way, you'd have G, B minor, A, sus, F sharp, F sharp minor. That's kind of our intro. Now, a lot of times I like using a strum pattern to kind of support my voice, though. And one of my favorite 4/4 strum patterns is down, down, up, up, down, up. So if you hit the G and just tried it that way too, you could have down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. So we try that through our intro. We'd have G with a down, down, up, down, B minor, down, down, up, down, up, A, down, down, up, down, up, F sharp minor, down, up, down, up. It's got another option there too. And then from there, then we'll be going into our verse part. And on our verse part, we start on the G major, and then we do more G major, and then we go to A major, and then we do another A major. And we basically repeat that 4 times with kind of a hit actually on that last A, where you may want to kind of take your right hand and just kind of do kind of a down killing kind of idea. So we tried that with the 3 plus 3 plus 2 idea. Then you have G with a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, G. G with a down, down, up, down, G, down, down, up, down, A, down, down, up, down, A, down, down, up, down, G, down, down, up, down, G, down, down, up, down, A, down, down, up, down. On that last A, you got kind of an A with the down, kill it. Now through that part though, there is kind of this cool little lick that's kind of working off the 3 plus 3 plus 2 too, where you could play open B, and then go to 2nd fret on the G string, and then go to open B, and then go to 2nd fret on the G, and then go to open B, and then 2nd fret on the G. So we're going O, 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 2, 2, 2, O, 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 2, 2, 2, O, O, 2, 2, kind of around the G chord actually. And then there's this cool little lick where you go 3rd fret on the B string, and then go to 2nd fret on the B string, and then back to 3rd fret on the B string, and then back to 2nd fret on the B string, and then back to 3rd fret on the B string, and then back to 2nd fret on the B string. So that's kind of happening around that A is where you're kind of doing D, C sharp, D, C sharp, D, C sharp. Now randomly, if you took the A major chord that we've been doing and took your pinky and kind of added it in on the B string on the 3rd fret, that would be one place you could kind of get that note into your strum pattern actually. Right? So if you wanted to, you could kind of make that a lick around your strum pattern. And for the G chord actually, either one of the G chords, you could kind of get that 2nd fret on the G string with your 1st finger on the G string. So if you wanted to, you could kind of work it with kind of your G chord and try and get in that lick with the 1st finger, and then go to the A and then kind of use the A sus to kind of add as a pinky. And that's what that's called, is an A sus. But when you got the A major and then you're adding in that pinky on the 3rd fret on the B string. So you may want to kind of consider that. Kind of get in those licks around the chord. That might be kind of a cool thing to kind of drive through the verse. So that's something I would think about. And then from there, then we'd be going into our chorus part. And on our chorus, we start on the B minor chord, and then we go to D major, and then we go to G major, and then we do another G major. And actually we end up repeating that twice, and then we kind of have what becomes the coolest chorus tag actually in the world, is where we kind of start on the G major, and then we go to kind of the D slash F sharp actually. You could use just the D chord, you could use the F sharp minor, but I'm really kind of feeling this as more kind of the D slash F sharp, and then you're going to A major, and then another A major. We end up repeating that twice actually at the very end. So we tried that with kind of our 3 plus 3 plus 2 idea. Then we had B minor, D, G, B minor, D, G, Then we got G, B slash F sharp, down, up. And you have D minor with a down, down, up, down, D, down, down, up, down, G, down, down, up, down, G, down, down, up, down, D minor, down, down, up, down, D, down, down, up, down, G, down, down, up, down, G, down, down, up, down, G, down, down, up, down, B slash F sharp, D, A, down, up, down, A, down, down, up, down, G, down, down, up, down, D slash F sharp, down, down, A, down, 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 A, down, 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 And through that last part of the chorus tag, you kind of hear this really cool little lick where you could kind of go 10th fret on the high E string, and then 9th fret on the high E string, and then 10th fret on the B string, and you kind of revolve around those notes, like through that part. So we're kind of going 10, 9, 10, 10, 9, 10, 9, 10, 9, 10, 9, 10, 10, 9, 10, 10, 9. And then at some point, Hunter kind of takes that 10th fret on the high E string and then kind of slides it to 12th fret on the high E. And you may want to kind of keep like just down ups kind of going through that. I was just kind of digging on that 10, 9, 10, 10, 9, 10, 10, 9, 10, 10, 9. You know, just kind of playing around with those notes. And then from there, then we go back into our verse part. Now, one other thing I would think about adding to the song, though, is bass notes. And a lot of times it's the first down on that down, down, up, down, up. You can throw in a bass note for the chord. So on the G chord, for instance, you could do the low E string for your bass, and then kind of keep your down, up, down, up. You know, if you wanted to kind of make it almost sound like bass guitar, and kind of simulate, kind of playing with a bass player. And then on your A chord, you'd have the A string for your bass. On the D major, we'd have the D for your bass. And then on the B minor, you'd have the A string for the bass, and you're doing the bar on that. Kind of digging on that F sharp minor at the very beginning, you'd have the low E string for your F sharp minor. And any of the D's that we're doing with the D slash F sharp would have the low E string to kind of bring out that F sharp note in the bass. So we tried that next verse with kind of a bass down, up, down, up. We'd have G with the bass, down, up, down, G bass, down, up, down, A with an A bass, down, up, down, A with an A bass, down, up, down, G with low E bass, down, down, G with low E bass, down, down, A with an A bass, down, down, A with an A bass, down, down, G with low E bass, down, down, G with low E bass, down, down, A with an A bass, down, down, A with an A bass, down, down, G with low E bass, down, down, G with low E bass, down, down, A with an A bass, down, down, A with an A bass, down, down. And then if we took that idea and then tried it with our chorus, we have B minor with an A bass, down, down, D with a D bass, down, down, G with low E bass, down, down, G with low E bass, down, down, B minor with an A bass, down, down, D with a D bass, down, down, G with low E bass, down, down, G with low E bass, down, down, G with low E bass, down, down, D slash F sharp, down, down, A with an A bass, down, down, A with an A bass, down, down, G with low E bass, down, down, D slash F sharp, down, A with an A bass, down, down, A with an A bass, down, down. And then from there, then we go into a solo part. And our solo part kind of works off of that little piece of the chorus, actually, that B minor, D, G, G, and we do that twice. So we kind of got B minor, D, G. The solo's kind of happening over. And then there's a whole bunch of really cool licks through that part. D, G, G. So on that part, actually, and I'm not saying all this is exactly right. This is just what my ear's telling me is kind of going on, or something that'll work, right? So we're going to go 4th fret on the G string, and actually we kind of start there. And then from there, then we go to 7th fret on the G string. And then from there, then we go to 10th fret on the B string and kind of do a bend. So you want to kind of press up and into the guitar at the same time on the B string, 10th fret. And I'm kind of taking 1, 2, and 3, first finger, second finger, and third finger for that. So I can take the pinky for the high E on the 10. Now we have got 3 fingers to kind of help in the bend, actually, to kind of get that note all the way up. And then we're going to 9th fret on the G string for another bend, but then we go to 10 on the B, and then we go to 7 on the G, and then 7 on the D, and then 9th fret on the G string, but we do a slide to 11, and then go back to 9th fret on the G. So we got 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 10th fret bend, 10, 9, 10, 7, 7, 9, 11, 9. It's kind of the lick there. And then we go 7th on the D. And then we kind of go to a 7th fret on the high E string and 10th fret on the B string is kind of a unison bend. And what a unison bend is where you kind of take a note, like for instance we're taking a B note, and then we're taking another note, which is an A note, and we're trying to bend the A on the B string into the B on the high E string. And that's called a unison bend. So we're kind of doing that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. And then from there, then we go to 10th fret on the high E string, and then 11 on the G string. And this is a little weird. You could kind of mute out the B string, and then make that almost like kind of a down up kind of hit with 10 and 11. It's like a little piece of a D chord. You're playing a D and a F sharp note. So that might be kind of a cool thing to kind of go into after that. And then this is the craziest, coolest little lick after that, actually. We're going to go 9 on the G and kind of do it at 9, 11, 12 hammer on the G string. So you're kind of playing 9, hammering on the 2nd finger, actually, in my particular case, but you could do this 3rd finger too, and to the 11th fret on the G string, and then kind of taking the 3rd finger and kind of going all the way to 12th fret after that. And then from there, then we're going to 11, 12, 14 on the G string. It's kind of a double hammer on. And then we go 12 to 14 as a hammer on, and then 12 on the B string, and then 14 on the G, 12 on the B, 14 on the B, 12 on the B, 14 on the B, 15 on the B, 14 on the B, 15 on the B, 12 on the high E, and then 14 on the high E, 15 on the high E, and then 15 on the high E is kind of a slide to 17, so kind of leaving a little bit of pressure to get that all the way over. So all together, let's see. Almost like a patterns of 3 kind of idea, up through that way. And then from there, then we go into our bridge part, and our bridge part actually is kind of like our chorus tag actually, but we're just doing downs on them. So we got kind of G major with a down, D slash F sharp with a down, A with a down, A with a down, G with a down, D slash F sharp with a down, A with, and then on the last A actually there's kind of this big build up, so you may want to kind of work some downs on that. And then from there, then we go into a double chorus part. So we could do that a couple different ways. We got kind of the B minor, D, G. So you can work it into the 3 plus 2 plus 2. B minor, D, G. Or you can kind of work that as the down, down, up, down, up. We have B minor with the down, down, up, down, to the down, down, up, down, to the down, down, up, down, to the down, down, up, down, B minor down, down, up, down, to the down, down, up, down, to the down, down, up, down, to the down, down, up, down, up. Or we can try that as a bass down, up, down, up. We have B minor with an A bass down, up, down to the D bass down, up, down to the Louis bass down, up, down to the Louis bass down, up, down to the A bass down, up, down to the D bass down, up, down to the Louis bass down, up, down to the Louis bass down, up, down, up. Now through that part too, there actually sounds like there's this little cool little octave lick where you could do 2nd fret on the A string and then 4th fret on the G string and kind of mute out the D string. And this is a little weird actually. I'm running my 1st finger to the E string and kind of mute it out too actually. But that's something called an octave. I'm playing 2 B's at the same time. And then from there, then we go and take that shape and then slide it to 4 and 6. And then we take that shape and then slide it to 5 and 7, all in the A string. So we're kind of playing B notes, a C sharp, and then a D notes. And then we go to an A5, or kind of an A octave thing, where you go 1st finger on the low E string 5th, 3rd finger on the D string 7th. And I'm kind of muting out the A string in between. I guess it really wouldn't matter with it being an A5. But then you could kind of take that shape and then slide it down to, you kind of end up with 2 G notes, the 3rd fret on the low E string, 5th fret on the D string. So if you're familiar with 5 chords, it's kind of like power chords, but you're skipping over a string. And then G. So you want to kind of think about if you're playing lead behind somebody, that might be a cool way to do it. It's kind of that D, C sharp, D, A, G. It's kind of the background lick. Now, just as an aside, you could use power chords through that part too, if you're familiar with power chords. What a power chord is where you play the root and the 5th of a chord. So, for instance, on a B note on the A string 2nd fret, if you take the 3rd finger and go to the D string on the 4th fret, the playing just the A and the D string together, that sounds like something called a B5 power chord. And then if you took that shape and then slid it up to 5th and 7th frets, so I got first finger on the A string 5th, third finger on the D string 7, that sounds something called a D5 power chord. And then for the G, you can use something called a G5, where you can do first finger on the low E string 3rd, third finger on the A string 5th fret. So if you wanted to, you could even kind of back it up that way with the power chords. You could actually do the chorus that way too. And you could even take that 3+3+2 idea, and if you add to your right hand muting to it, actually, this can be a very cool way to kind of work that out too. It's kind of a background thing, or you can kind of intro the tune, or kind of working it through that. B5, D5, G5, G5. It's just another option there on the chorus too. Now something else you can do, well then from there we go into our outro, and our outro is just like our chorus tag, actually, that GD/F# AA. And what you could even do is, just on the power chord tangent, you could take the G5 power chord, and if you took the first finger and went down to 2nd fret on the low E string, kept the 3rd finger on the A5th, that's something I call D3, because it's a D but an F sharp in the bass, so it's kind of a D3rd upside down, or D3/F# or something like that. And then for the A5, you can go back to the A5 power chord. We got first finger on the low E string 5th, third finger on the A string 7. So you could even kind of work that chorus tag that way: G, B/F#, A5. And at the very end of that, actually, you almost hear it go back to kind of the F sharp 5, almost like the intro. And if you wanted to, you could kind of do that as an F sharp 5 too, where you do the first finger on the 2nd fret on the low E, third finger on the A string 5th. So you could even kind of use that for your F sharp too. So you have G, D/F#, D3, A5, F sharp, G, D/F#, or you can even use that D3, actually, kind of digging on that too. So that might be an option for the outro. And then from there, or actually there's a lot of other ways we can do it, is the 3+3+2, and we have G, D/F#, A, G, D/F#, A. Even throw in that F sharp to beat back if you wanted to. Or we could do it as kind of a down, down, up, down, up. And then we have G with a down, down, up, down, D, down, down, up, down, up, A, down, down, up, down, up, A, down, down, up, down, up. Or you can do it as a bass down, up, down, up. And you have G with a bass down, down, D/F# sharp, down, down, A with an A bass down, down, A with an A bass down, down, up. I'm really kind of digging on that 3+3+2. That's the basics of how you can strum through Light Me Up by Hunter Hayes. Great tune suggestion. So good luck!